Hi there, this is Black Murai. This video is Japanese Tier 10 destroyer Zao in a ranked battle. And this is a video that actually comes from a rank sprint. I don't know, I think it might have been not the one going on right now, but the last one. I've had this video sitting around for a little while. I wanted to make a couple of videos of me playing Zao. I think because I'm a contrarian, I have been seeing things posted online about Zao being obsolete nowadays. I sometimes have gotten comments, not even just recently, but for a while now. I think when I play Zao, if I try to play Zao in ranked or whatever, I get comments occasionally criticizing me for playing Zao in ranked. You know, teammates are upset that they have to play with somebody on their team who's brought a Zao, and I kind of get that. I understand it's not the most popular ship right now. People like the Russian cruisers and radar cruisers in particular, and I don't know. I like Zao. And I don't play this game to make other people happy. I play because it's fun for me, and I'm going to play it the way I want to play it, and I like to encourage other people to do the same. So yeah, so I wanted to make some videos of me playing Zao in ranked. The sprint in which this came from, I used Zao a lot, and I actually had a lot of success playing with Zao, and so this is just a couple of examples of that. Yeah, so anyways, what do I like about Zao? I like the guns. I find them to be very accurate, and I'm not a person who goes and obsesses over all the stats in the game, like the technical stats of the ships. So I don't know if on paper she's supposed to be more accurate or not. I don't know. I find, for me, the guns are very accurate. I like them. I have terrible aim to begin with. I hate it when I actually make a good salvo and half my shells land in front of, fall short and half go long and none of them hit my target. With Zao, I don't think that happens. If I actually get off a well-aimed salvo, my shells hit. I like that. So yeah, and then I also the torps. I think I also heard people criticize the torps on this ship, like what the hell, what are they for? But I like them. They have decent range that exceeds her detection range. I like to use them as area denial weapons, which is what you'll see. I'm going to watch them here. I mean, they don't hit anything, but I like to do this where I use them as sort of an area denial weapon. You get some lucky hits occasionally with them, but they are also very useful at other times during the game, which you will see an example of later in this game as well. Zao's a good kiting ship, and those torps can be used when you're kiting. Anyways, so I headed over here in this game to help take this cap, and then I go from there. I usually like to try to get out on a flank with the ship, and if the team comes strong to the side that I'm flanking, I try to get support fire in, and if I end up on the weak side, then like I said, Zao's pretty good at kiting. She's a bit papery, as you can see. I just took a pretty solid hit there, but she does have repairs, which help to keep me in the game. And yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit and let this go so we can watch without me rambling. So this is a situation where I think, well, that I think illustrates why a lot of players do get pissed off at the Zao. And this is I don't think my teammates in this game were upset. But this is the kind of situation where I would frequently have somebody on my team like pinging my position. You know, you look at the map and why the hell am I way up here? But this side of the map is getting pushed pretty heavily, and I think this is like a classic kiting situation, which is something the Zao does very well. And so, you know, that's what I'm doing. I managed to add on a fair amount of damage there, and I'm going to continue to work on trying to delay them and make them pay as much as possible for pushing this flank the way they have. Was not in a position I felt to try to stand my ground. Our Petro got caught out a little bit. That was unfortunate for him as well. I thought maybe he could have also turned away to try to kite with me. I have definitely seen Petros be very successful at kiting as well. You know, he chose to stand his ground, which I think was also, you know, not a bad choice. He tanked some damage while we were able to inflict some. And then here's an example of the torps on the Zao. If you noticed, I launched those while the Venezia was dark, but I kind of knew where he was going to come out, and I got him. You'd be surprised how often that actually works. And so it's another example of why I like the Zao, and especially I like the Zao in these kiting situations. At this point in time, I think we're in a decent position, but we're down caps, so it's a little touch and go what's going to happen. My teammate ends up ramming here, which I think in the end was a good choice. I wasn't kind of wanting him to do it at the time, but I think in the end it turned out to be a good choice. And then wasn't sure what to do here next. Was thinking about going to C, thinking about going to A. I realized I'm closer to A, but I was worried about the Thunderer being over there. But I ended up kind of taking my cue from my teammate here. He turns towards A, so I turned to go with him, and just figure we'll hope for the best. So right about here, I get some fires, and I thought this guy was going to burn up. There's one there, and then I get a lucky kind of last salvo here as the island gets between us. That sets the back of Thunder on fire as well. Right there. I kind of thought like he was just going to burn down, but he doesn't. And then the other thing that kind of goes a little funky here is I'm trying to use the island to hide. I got a little worried. I've gotten really close. I'm worried, a big broadside salvo could just knock me out of the game at this point. Although, our BB has now got a huge advantage because he's got way more hit points. But I was trying to stay alive behind this island. I was expecting my teammate to either go into the cap or to go aggressively around the other side of the island where I just launched my torps, where we could pincher that guy in the Thunder, or he would just go into the cap and start capping and force him to come back to us. And I'm like waiting here, and instead he kind of follows me towards this island, which caught me by surprise, and I didn't know what to do because I wasn't sure what he was going to do. Like, did I need to go finish off that Thunderer, or what? Like, I wasn't sure if he was just going to hide behind the island. I didn't think he would, but they've got 2 caps and their counter's going up. But it works out. The Thunderer keeps going around the island to avoid me, and my teammate eventually sails around, turns the other way, and catches him coming around the island. So it all works out in the end. But for a few moments here, I was like, what the heck? What should I do? Anyways, this Black Murai Zhao in a ranked game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe I'll see you in game sometime. Be cool.